Hello. The next series of videos you will watch, I will be posting on Thursdays. I'm going to be calling it Throwback Thursday. And these are videos that I had originally posted for instructional purposes on my old YouTube channel. They did decently well, especially for somebody who wasn't maintaining a YouTube channel at the time. I hope you enjoy. Hello, class. In this video, we're going to talk about the average daily balance method for calculating interest on a credit card. Now, I've got my problem right here. I've got the different steps to the problem right here. Now, the average daily balance, how it differs from the unpaid balance method is that the unpaid balance method just essentially calculates interest on whatever you have left over at the end of a billing cycle, or a month, in other words. This will actually calculate your average balance throughout the entire month and calculate interest on that. So it could be beneficial. It could be, it could hurt you. But let's look at this. And I'm going to be going over this in Google Sheets. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to read the problem. A credit card statement for the month of November showed the following transactions. So we've got the dates right here. Now, there are 30 days in November. So I'm going to actually want to put 1 through 30 down in the vertical column. Now, there's a shortcut. Once I get 1, 2, 3 done, I'll select 1, 2, and 3. And then I will, I went way past 30. I will drag. What I did was I grabbed this little box here in the corner. It'll form a plus. Otherwise, it's just your regular cursor. And then I drag down. And because I had selected all 3 of those boxes, it recognized a pattern of 1, 2, 3. And guess the next pattern was 4, 5, 6, and so forth. And actually, what I'm going to do in my top, so I'm going to insert above. I'm just going to call this my date. I'm going to leave that space open, and you'll see why. I'm going to call this my balance. Now, our first balance was $937.25. So, now our first balance was $937.25. So I'm going to go ahead and enter that here, 937.25. We don't need the dollar sign because we can always remember that it's in dollars. Now, if we look at what this is saying, it's saying that was my balance on November 1st. So after October ended, I had a remaining balance of $937.25, and that would include the interest from the previous month. And look at my next charge does not come until the 4th of November. So what that essentially means is through 2nd and 3rd, I have this same balance. So I'm going to do what I did before. I'm going to select it. I'm going to grab that little square. I'm going to drag it in the next 2 spaces because this is what I need to know. I need to know the balance of every single day of the month to calculate the average over that month. And then it says I purchased $531.62 of stuff. So I'm going to put that right here, 531.62. And I'm just going to leave that as a note. And so my new balance is whatever I had after the 3rd plus this $531.62. So this, I want to press equals $937.25 plus $531.62. Now you can do that calculation off to the side, pardon me, and then just enter that value in. I like to do the calculations so that it saves me time. This is like a giant calculator. Now, we look again and we see the same thing. From the 4th to about the 12th, our balance didn't change. So I'm going to go ahead and take this little square again until I get to the 12th. That's my balance for the entire month. And then I made a payment on the 13th of $400. So 400. And then I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing. Equal sign. Anytime I'm doing a calculation in Google Sheets, I need to start with an equal sign. And I'm going to do the 1468.87 minus 400. And so that's my new balance for the 13th. So that lasted until the 20th. So I'm going to take this, I'm going to go all the way to the 19th with that balance. And then I made a purchase for $89.95. So $89.95. So I purchased, so this will now equal $1068.87 plus $89.95. And we'll see how long that lasted. That lasted until the 28th. So this balance took me all the way till the 27th, and then I did something else. I made a payment of $100. That we could probably do in our head. Oh, let me get the right box first. 100. And just to stay in the habit of entering the formulas, I'm just going to enter in the formula. So equal sign 1158.82 minus 100. And then nothing happened the rest of the month. So this is my balance at the end of the month. Now, judging from the title of the method, it's called the average daily balance method. So that means we need to calculate the average. We need to take in all these, add them up, and divide by the 30 days that reside in November. So you can get your calculators out and start punching buttons. But there's a quicker way, and this is why I like to teach it on Google Sheets. There's built-in formulas. So if I'm going to go to this box, I'm going to click equals, and I'm going to type in the word average, and you can see that a formula comes up, and I'm going to click that, and it opens the parentheses. Now it wants me to select all the cells that I want to calculate the average for. So if I just click this bottom one, hold and drag all the way up till I've got all my values, and then close the parentheses, it's going to calculate the average of all those. It's got the formula that tells it, add all these up and divide by how many cells there are, there are 30 because there's 30 days. And so here becomes my new balance, or my average balance, pardon me. And I'm going to go ahead and click this in the upper left-hand corner. This moves the decimal so that I have it. It is money. It stores the rest of the decimal elsewhere, but it makes it look nicer in that since it's money, it's only the 2 decimal places. Now this is where I'll put my interest. Now the interest is not earned on whatever this is, like the unpaid balance method. It's actually earned on this balance. And we can actually see this is higher than this. And think about why it's higher. So my interest is my principal times my interest rate. My interest rate in this case is 0.019%. That's a comma. 0.019. And it's times 1 month, so we could put in 1. Now you'll see it says D32. That's because I selected the cell that has the value in it, or I could just type in 1198.69. And we could do times 1, but anything times 1 is itself. It doesn't change our answer any. And you can see I got $22.78 on interest. And so then I'm going to go ahead and equal, and I'm going to go ahead and equal the end of the balance, end of the month's balance, plus the interest. And I'm going to press equals, and that will be my balance on December 1st. So to summarize, we use the average formula in the average daily balance to calculate the average of every single day of the month. The finance charge is essentially another word for interest, and that was 1.9%. We calculated that on the average daily balance, and then we added it to the previous balance. Thanks for watching.